now. Alrighty, looks like we're alive and ready to go here today for the Rolimons 400 here at Daytona. 70 laps here for the race, especially on a very big track like this. Especially the drivers here have been working hard, especially some who have come in to appeal to others here tonight. And this is going to be the final race of the regular season here until they hit the chase. So here we go. We are setting up our driver's interest now. It looks like 7 of them have participated this today. And I'm here, time modified commentary here for today. You're going to be reading out the order for today's race. So here we go. So on the pole today, for the number 13, up in the pole today, the 47.9. There is Benji himself. Already had his first win. Finally there at the street course. Looking to see if he could do that again. Other than that, we're going to second this time. We got the number 21, who's been the best driver of all time so far, Mr. Land, with 3 wins on the board and looking secured a potential championship trophy on the line here. And third, we're gonna have the number 2 here, still looking to thrive his way into the chase, Parker. Running up a little bit below there, but could be locked in into the chase format here today. And fourth here, we got an official here today, but it looks like he's wanting to try to help his buddy Benji here to possibly win the race. Mr. Aiden here tonight. He's coming here. The number 16, running for the flagship Rolimons car here. Fifth, we have gotten possibly the biggest breakout year in the number 44 himself. Lego himself coming out here. 3 wins on the mark there for the regular season. And he's so far already in a comfortable position to make his way into the chase format here tonight. 6, I got around here the defending series champ for season 8, trying to try to run it back. Laner himself, and the number 22 Pennzoil Ford, who is so far has been a little up and down here, but so far been helping his teammates out. And for the last car on the field, the lone Toyo on the field, but still has been going to a good season tonight, Mr. Craig is himself running the number 11 King Hawaiian's bread and trying to make that bread after, if he maybe could win that race, who knows. And that would be your lineup here today. Look at this. Now that is a really nice image here today. Everybody here is all set up. We have also gotten some trophies here as well. We have gotten start off the regular season champ here, which would be easy enough to maybe figure it out for some here tonight. And here is the race winner today. We got ourselves a diamond here tonight. Actual diamond here to possibly appeal for the final season tonight at Daytona. It's a big race, a really big race for most. And we'll try to see who could win it all. As for me, I will have to take care of the officiating. I'll just say this, I have really appreciated Aiden's sort of big effort there to officiate for me, and especially for all the things that go along with. So I would like to thank the 16 for that, especially going on for the season, even though I come into a couple of times. Anyway, here everyone's car is gonna be set up, and I'm gonna be using the admin panel, which I think we've seen it before. We'll just take care of all the race. So looking around here, it is 70 laps. 70 laps here. 20 for stage 1, 20 for stage 2, and 30 will be the final stage here. So I'm gonna try to try to see if I can do this real quick. Race details. I'm gonna try to make this up to 70. I'm pretty sure for the difficulties and all that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. So I'm
Do not change. Do not change.
All right. So we got here the 8 in there to not change anything. So we're gonna leave it out there like that, and we'll try to get the race going as everybody else lines up to the positions. I'm gonna close out just a second just to not interfere. As here will be your lineup here, and especially this paint schemes could be familiar for some, especially that's ran out to a couple races. You really see there. Actually, I'm gonna give a peek here real quick before we start. You already see so far that some of them have made themselves why changed themselves. Some of them kept the same. But it's Daytona, and one of them could just win it all, and maybe the stage points could work out for some. Laner's going back there. Try to check on him. I think he just found a stall. He's shown being stall 6. Everybody's got their own stall here tonight. As we caught back up tonight. Now, for Aiden's course here, he usually says R if anybody is ready. So we're gonna say if everybody's ready, they'll type in R into the chat to see if everybody's ready on the line. Greg is ready, Parker ready, Lance ready, Laner ready, Benji ready, got Lego ready, and now we'll wait for the 16. If he's ready to go or not. If he's ready, I'll start up. There's Aiden. Seems like we're ready to go. 21 and out there. Let's start the race and we'll make it yellow currently. And we'll start this off. Try to pace around. So far, it has been a crazy season for some, especially for the 6 and the 7 car field here tonight. The 13 and 21 in row 1. You got the 2 and the 16 for row 2. The 44 and 22 in row 3. Line out the back, the 11 there for row 4. All lined up just to go for the Great American Race here tonight.
I'm modified. What is pacing speed?
Let's say the pacing speed will be around, let's say around like 100. We'll say around 100 here.
That's so low, but alright.
I'll try to change it up if anything happens here, but here we go. 70 laps here at Daytona. A big trophy on the line, especially going to the chase. Let's go here at Daytona. A big shot so far for the 2, and he already takes it up front. The 13 not getting helped by anywhere. Just a big start there. But the number 2 of Parker. Everybody going single file to the inside. 11 moves out to 13. Enough speed his way to get himself safe and move on. No caution during that currently. As Benji's out in front. We'll try to look at every single driver here. There's a 16. The 2 gets him up to the 11. The 11 tries to make a shot up there on the outside. Looks like it'll work. The 2 out there now moving up to 2nd here. Craig's with no help tries to merge it. Couldn't work at all.
Jax is asking if he can join the race. Someone please reply to him. The official I modified, please reply to him.
As I'm sure he can join, but he's going to be however many laps down he is. He probably needs to come quick if he wants a chance.
All right, so I got a word for the from one of the drivers there, Jax. He's open to join in, but he will be dropped back a couple laps here And he's got to find his own stall because some of the stalls there are already taken. I think 3 and 4 haven't gotten taken yet alongside stall 9. So he'll pick any of those and then he'll try to race it on. Catch up. This ticker here for tonight. Already 4 laps in. Parker staying up in the lead. The 16 of Aiden now in the second. The 21 there in third. Craig is already moving up the field there in the mid-pack and fourth. And Laner trying to see if he could be a super speedway merchant. His last win there, I think it was a couple races ago, but also the ROCAR 500 was also the biggest race there for the ROCAR family itself. Parker, the number 2, getting up front there. The 16 moving back a ton, especially the draft is strong out here. Separate between these two. The 24 tries to merge in, couldn't make it at all. Moves it away. CFM cars are working each other out. Benji and Aiden. And we got a bit of news there for the 21 of Land, as he will be moving back to GFM in open arms after this season. He'll be joining back into a Toyota to reunite with Craigus and Wendigo there to go for next season. There's a good ride there for the number 21. There goes a spin. 11 gets around. Hard hit into the wall and a 1 car. So it's no caution yet. And Jax, you can see he's already merged in. The 31's already with there. The 16 and 13 there as well. Linking up the 44 and the 2. Linking in with the 21. But taking care of the dominant lane potentially for all the race. 22 had a bit of a problem there. Onto the wall a little bit. Now we know that Jax, so far, he's already a couple laps down. Will try to take care of himself, really. I mean, if any caution comes out, really, or if any stage cautions, he could try to get back up with the lead lap with others. His last win was a surprising win there at Auto Club. And was a big one for the CFM family itself, for the team, especially joining in with Benji there with his win there at the street course. We'll give it a rundown here so far for the line. The 21 already trying to lock in for the regular season champ. The 2 already trying to march into the chase by being above Wendigo by a little bit of a wide margin. The 16, a part-time, trying to help out most of the team there for CFM, and especially the official there. Thank you so much, Aiden. 13 there already. It was upset win there at the street course. The 44, already a breakout year for him, and possibly one of the best there to lead with the 44. 22, defending series champ, running in the 6th position. And Jax, although well, a lap down, trying to handle himself. And then Craigus, already within a good season here, especially being a lone Toyota for GFM. Contact made there between the 44 and the 2 teammates, and there goes the 16, hard hit. Collects it. The 31. The caution flag is out as teammates collide with each other, and Craigus will be merged back with everybody else after a bit of an early spun out there. I think around lap 6. And the 21 will stay up front. It'll be a forward 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll say that, yes, we'll give Jax the lap back because he was merged in with the field, so he will be the lucky dog here. Will be down to 3 laps. How about try to make this red real quick, just so I'll make it a little mini red flag. Try to stop out for everybody else, just so Jackson merge in. The 11 has caught back up, but we'll wait for Jackson this time before pits will be open. The 11 will try to back up there and try to merge in everybody else. And when Jax is back, I'll try to see. We'll try to move it back to yellow. And then pits will be open this time. So there's Jax. And oh, goodness. The 31 and the 11. And apparently I heard that Lego might have to go AFK. So we're going to keep the red flag currently. So we're not uplifting it just yet. Oh, not right now. Okay, so we're going to... Okay, let me do this real quick. We'll uplift the yellow flag here. And then pits will be open this time. That's Lego's type of alert there in his car to 44 as he has to deal with some stuff.
Is it fine if we make pace 120?
Yes, we'll have the pace 120 make it a bit faster here.
All right, and chooses this time, correct?
No, pits are this time.
After pit road.
Yeah, after pit road. 21-13 stay out, everybody goes in. So the Chew, oh, Laner speeding there in the 22. And that's unfortunate there for the defending series champ. Parker also looked like he was speeding as well. We'll see if we can make the drivers a bit slow there, so then we can try to see if we can get some get the Chews there a little bit early. And side by side there, and looks like the 44 got over with the 2. The 16, the 11 there as well, and the 22 will be up front of 31 as he is 3 laps down. We'll see if we try to merge in. And there is the choose cone there. I think we'll try to choose this time here for the others. As looks as though it's gonna be Jax there around there the inside. It's a little bit crooked there. I'll try to make it when anyone stays out, we'll try to slow it down a little bit. Our 21-13 will stay up front for row 1 for this restart. 10 laps in so far. And 21 trying to show that he could be a regular season champ once again. Coming into the second restart here. And we're back under green here at Daytona. And there's problems with the 16 into the wall. Lag coming out for him. Riding across the wall. But he hangs on after all of that. And Lego slowing down. And he's AFK. And that, unfortunately, would be yellow. The 44 stopped on by. Now at the exit of turn 2, riding across the wall. Stages are 20, 20, and 30. And we're already halfway through. So the red flag will wave as Lego will be AFK during that time. And at the same spot here, kind of funny enough. Let me see here. Look at chat here. Jax saying. Actually, yeah. I think Jax after that, he could just do. Yeah, he could get his lap back. So because the yellow flag was thrown, he could just get another lap back, but I think it might just be 1. 44. Where he's still on the throttle there. Because the yellow's thrown out. It's kind of just more the official there. The 31 will get the lap back. So it'd be a quick caution. So we'll be choosing at least this time. Sadly, I think the 44 would just be in the back. For all that. The 31's merged in. We'll wait the 16. We'll try to get back on his thing. And now we'll uplift the ramp, make it a yellow, and we'll try to make it a quick caution. The 44 is way around the middle, turns 3 and 4. I'll try to merge it in the back. He'll be in behind around the 11, but in front of the 31. And the pace speed is 120, and it's a quick caution. It's a quick caution, so pits are closed. And they'll be choosing this time at the choose cone. So we're at 12 laps in. And so far, we're handing out 2 cautions, but we have been seeing some good racing so far for some drivers. Oh, and 11 gets a bit of contact, the third one in the back, while trying to pace. 11 could be seeing some problems here, especially with a pretty good season in my opinion. Especially being a lone Toyota currently on the field. And you can see the 11 there already choosing the inside line as this big sort of set. Looks like Aiden will be out in the outside lane. Will be the only guy in the outside lane to be in the restart. The third restart's gonna come in, and we're gonna go back to green once again. And you can already see a big shift there between the 16, but he's gonna merge back with the 11 and the 44. And bit of contact there, and a hard hit goes to the 22, but he'll save it. No cautions yet. Everybody is scrambling around, but the 21 and 2 keep it clean. 1631 merging into the inside lane, especially in old-fashioned ROCAR fashion. It's really most of the inside lane that everybody can be taken care of about unless the multi-groove can help you out. A big push there, and 11 is in a Ford sandwich. 11 trying to break out of it. Trying to make the outside. A 13's getting close. He could try to stick it with the Chevys, but maybe the 2 is going to try to block him on the outside. 11 goes down to the bottom there. The 13 tries to stick with the 2. 31 and the 16 might be joining in there as well. Trying to hang out for the 44. 44 already hanging in there well. The 22 already a speedway merchant. Trying to see if he can cleanse on into third. Now side by side between the Fords here, the 44 and the 21. That gives the 11 a cushion here. Get help by the 13 of Benji. And looks like a 22 and a 44 gets moved out of the way there. Now the 21 and 11 now battle once again. 13 as well. Big push for the 2. Give it to the 13, but nothing much has happened there. We'll try to match up back at the field. Getting close to now 5 more to go for stage 1. The 21 hanging in there well during these couple laps. Oh, and the 2, the 13 into the wall, but I save it. But the 16 won't get much help. He's just gonna try to see if he can get the draft. Mixing in with the 11, the 44. He's looking some way if that outside lane can work, baby. (21-11) still linking in. 31 trying to slip down the back. Out of 44 makes the move. But SSR isn't really linking in much. 44 not getting much. Hell, there goes the spin to the 21. Saves it. A veteran driver there able to hang on, but now will be sent out into the back there with Jax. That's 11 of Kragus. We'll try to take care up front. Bit of contact there to the 16 and the 2. Now the 16 could have a chance here, but he doesn't want to make a move too early. Maybe wants to take the outside. Maybe there's a lag going on there. 11 with a wall pop almost, but they keep it green. Hanging in there is the 16 of Aiden. Hard time. And trying to look for a win for the Checkered Flag Motorsports team. 31 might be out of pace as he went below the yellow line. Drops back to last currently. 3 more to go. And it's already been chaos. The 44 links up the 11. The 11 links with the 21. Single file here in the inside lane. 44 drops back there with the 2. The 11 and 21 might motion it back again. The 16 saves it. And gets back his position with 2 more to go. And the 11 is looking for it. Maybe the 21 is looking for more. Outside lane advantage. Shoots all the way up to the front. Getting help at the 22 was a big advantage to get himself back at the front from a veteran. Keeping it merged in there. Oh, the 11 gets a bit of the 2. Keeping it good. 21 getting pretty close there. Contact made by teammates. 16 and 11 into the wall, but couldn't affect it. 16 trying to side draft. The 11 tries to merge back on the 22. Couldn't make it. 1 more to go for stage 1. The 13's alongside him, but the 16 can help him as a piggyback. Oh, the 16 gets spun around, and he's going to 180, but he'll save it. He'll be out of the pace. Now the 44 and 11 coming close. 13 with no help at all. Drops back to 6. Now into turn 3. The 21 and 44, both Fords, linking each other up. They're gonna go across the start-finish line. The 11 getting close, but it's not enough for the 21 to make it for stage 1. And he will take it over Kragus as he was getting really close to the line. And that means the 31 could get his lap back, so we're gonna go red down the back stretch there. We're gonna go to the middle of the back stretch here, so we're gonna have, we'll settle the red right around there. We'll let the 31 try to get his lap back, and he would be, I think so, maybe a lap down then, as he's out of the chase. But he's still able to be participating in the race, especially of an 8 driver kind of up there. So far, the 21 to 44 hanging there well. Parker squeezing into the top 3, and Kragus is basically trying to see if the Chevys can help him out in the 4th. We'll see this 31 merge in. I'm not sure how the 22 is doing. I'm not sure the 22 is good or not. He stopped by down there. Hopefully the 22, not sure he's good to go because he's not caught up with everybody else. So we'll try to keep it red on lap 20. Oh, and looks as though, looks like he might have to rejoin, so he's got to get back to his car. He's got to get back into his car there, and then we'll try to make it pits being open. So unfortunate sight there for a 22, as looks like he got disconnected abruptly. So 22 is going to try to find his own, going to try to fly his way to his own stall here, especially with the disconnection issue that kind of happened to him. But he will try to come back, and we'll see what happened there. For Sticks is definitely a stall there. We'll try to see if anything happens. Does it make it disappear? No, it doesn't. So he can get back in the car pretty safe. You see, still trying to fly his way there to his own car, 22. So far running 4th in the standings. But so far, still running pretty good into his standards. Looks like he's merged back in. We'll say... Well, let's see if everybody's ready. We'll just say to type R, just because a little bit of a late there. So we'll see in general if everybody's ready. We'll just type R, just so I can double check if everybody is good or not. So Craig's will be good, just so I can get a bit of a spot here. The Craig is Legoland, Benji, Aiden, Parker. We'll see. We have to wait for Laner and Jax. Laner's ready. Well, don't know about Jax, so we'll see if he's ready or not. Not ready just yet. We'll try to wait a little bit there for the 31. Yeah, Laner is around the longest line, but Jax has a lap down, so he'd be the tail end. Laner be the tail end as the lead lap. And looks like Jax is ready, so we'll uplift red to yellow, and pits will be open this time. So far, the 21 has been handling pretty good there alongside some of his 4 teammates there, making alliance at least a little bit for SSR. So pits will be open for drivers here. It probably would be everybody trying to make it in, as Land would be the leader, 44 in second, 2 in third, and everybody's going in. And Parker speeding there, and that be unfortunate for the 2. Second time that happened as well.
I got hit in a chain reaction. That was not my fault. I don't know what.
Looks like the 2. And so many problems kind of happening there, as it's just not their fault at all.
If you were hit, you can keep your spot, Parker. If you were hit entering pit road, you can keep your spot.
So there's Laner's word there. You could keep a stop. And the 13. Good pit stop there to take over the 21. The 22 speeding there, but he'd be in the back. I'll be in front of 31, behind a 16. As they'll be choosing this time. Benji's already far away from everybody else. Benji, you can slow down there, buddy. Juice comes over there. Let's see if you can try to pick the outside or inside. He's just sticking with the inside. Everybody else stays away, and Jack's car will be on the inside. So the 21 and 2 keep the outside. as Benji, Lego, and Craig's and everybody else stays towards close to the inside there. Starting stage 2 as they'll cross the restart zone. 13-21, still linking each other up, foot in the row 1 of all times. Here they go, stage 2 once again. Going back to green here at Daytona at a 13-21. We're linking each other there into turn 1. Craig is losing a bit of grip there. It looks like the 16 got a little bit of piece of the 11, but he stays good. But the 13 with a big gap there between the 21 and the 44. The 2 alongside there as well. The 16 is also trying to get help by the 11. The 13 really swarmed up here with the Fords. A little bit of breakout there with the 44 and the 2. The 13 hanging in there well. The 11 gets a big shot there. Gets a bit of a bump there to the 16. Oh, a little bit on the high side move goes to the 21. The 16 gonna linking up to his buddy of the 13 of Benji. And try to help each other out there. 21 with a big play there on the outside. 3 wide there for third. 2 shoots the middle, now up to the outside. The 22 stays on the inside there. A bit of smoke going on there from one of the drivers. I think the 22 was probably one of them. Coming to the lap 25. Would be 16 to go till stage 2 would end. And so far hanging in there well is the CFM teammates of Aiden and Benji. Dax moves the 11 out there. Gave it a huge shot, but they keep him okay. But just sticking with the outside there. But the 44 can't really do much. Can't really merge in with him at all. Especially the outside is really not the dominant one. Unless someone like this, Lego, side draft his way to make himself up front. And a egregiously great play there for the 44 to pass on to the 2 CFM Chevys. But the 13-16 is not over yet. The 2 goes to the bottom with the 11. The 21 helping out the Chevys. 21 ducks behind, back at the bottom. The 13 and 16 leaving out of nowhere. Leaving us all back down to 5th and 6th. And Lego hanging on, 2. Gave it a huge shot, but almost spun himself out, but keep himself green. 11 just got the worst end of it. And now he's back up to second to last. The 44 and the 2 linking each other up in lap 27. Good push so far there for the Fords, especially I'd say some for CFM as well. They're linking each other pretty well. Looks like the 16 is separating there with the 13. And now I'll try to merge in with the 21 and the 2. Getting really close out there. Lap 28. The 44 and 2 getting a bit close here. And looks as though the 21 is got it below the yellow line. And now he's going to the back. He's gonna try it. Oh, he's a bit into the grass, but keeps it so clear. Loses a couple positions there in the process. Oh, and the 16 spins around. The 11 gets caught about with it. 1 car spinning around, and that's Aiden. As everybody says it, no caution yet. The 2 and the 13 linking each other up. The 11 now we're trying to get up to third. 2 on the outside. 44 and 13 now linking up in first and second. Now it's 7 cars there. Lap 29. About to almost go halfway. 2, and looks as though the breaking up between the 21 and the 22. The 2 was also part of it as well. But the 11, after all of that, takes advantage of what's going on in the back. And now, still storming in within the pack between the 13 and the 44. Looks like it's not holding the 13 at all. Now the 44 kind of saying to himself, what should I do to the Toyota that's possibly the best driver so far? Well, the best driver currently, maybe during this lap? Not sure. A big push there for the pack. A 2nd to 5th. And really close there is between the 44 and the 11. Even the pushing going with 11 to go. Give themselves okay as almost a spun out there goes to the 21 and 22. And the 2 able to hang on, but 22 once again might get the worst end of it. He almost spun himself out, but keeps himself clear. 10 more to go until stage 2 would end. And unfortunately there, Aiden is stuck in the back there with 12 seconds away from everybody else. If the stage ends, I mean, the best thing is Jax will be back for the lead lap alongside Aiden will be merging in as well. Oh, 21 and a 2 look to be using below the yellow line, but it couldn't do much. The 2 drops back. I think the 21 got the push by the 2, but looked as though it almost made him loose. So he had to get himself back up front. He keeps his position, but the 2 looked as though it would just drop back a little bit. 9 more to go for stage 2. So far hanging in there well. Looks like the 11 drops back a little bit. I'm just sharing positions really to whoever. And 44 keeping himself okay. The 13 now in a Ford sandwich. He was so really close out there. 21 and 13. He's moving up a little bit. Contact made there between the 22 and him. 13 moves out of the way. And the Fords go 1, 2, 3, and 4. The thing is, the draft can be scary because especially if you're pushing somebody, you could be ending up potentially in a wreck in the process. 22 a bit into the wall. Another guy joins in. Just dropping back here. The 11 and 22 just both got themselves a big gap here between him and the 13. Now coming into lap 34. And the 44 this guy's staying in his position. He hasn't made the 21 and 2 haven't made any moves at all. Just linking themselves to each other. And so far, it has been helping them a ton. 13 is also there in 4th. You can see the gap here. So look into the 13. Taking the outside lane now is the 13. Trying to see if anybody can get any help, but not much. Looks as though he's like trying to arch his way to see the 11 and the 22 can catch up. Just so he can maybe make himself an outside run. Keep himself okay in the process. I'll try to look at what's going on the other side there. There's Aiden right out of the exit to turn 4. He's already the opposite side of everybody else there on the backstretch. It's really unfortunate there. It looked like 16 lagged. It's all 16 lagged there. It looked like it was in the grass, but he was able to keep himself okay. Yeah, Aiden he had to deal with a lot of lag, especially. Oh, the 21 moves out with the teammate. 2 with Parker scooting by. Parker being the leader. And look at this, the 22 helping each other out as well. SSR already with a great day, especially for the season. But so far, they're still looking to finally give Parker a win for this season. His last win in Cup was already at Daytona. He beat out Aiden and Benji across the line, and looking to see if Benji was getting his first win. But Parker upset everybody during that race. Was able to keep it all to himself. With 4 laps to go here. That's a small rundown. A 21 as Land. The 44 is Lego. 22 is Laner. 11 of Kragus. The 13 of Benji. And 16 of Aiden there in 7th. And it's a bit of lag there going on for me. Three laps to go here. The 44 and a 2 will now be linked in. The 22 and a 13 keeps on the outside. Looks as though they not really closing up to the 16. He would still try. He actually would keep his lead lap at least when stage would be over. But after the stage, we'll be going red as Jax will be going up. Be back on the lead lap, and we'll have Aiden try to catch up in the process. 2 more to go for the 44 in the Golden Oreo sponsorship. Who's been keeping it with for such a while, moving up from the Chevys to then moving into lines of SSR, and already with 2 seasons, already with winless, and now he's already shown himself as a breakout year. 21 moving out of the way, moves it back down to the bottom. Couldn't get much speed there as the 31 been staying in the back for most of the time, just kind of staying away from whatever's going on there from the front. And coming into 1 more to go, and the points would definitely count out here for the drivers. 44. 3 wins. You have the 11, 2 wins. The 13 making the outside with 1 win. And 21 with 3. Everybody was in the outside. 44 moves it back. 21 almost spinning around there, but keeps him safe. 44 on the 11. 11 tries to shoot his way there. Gets a bit of contact there. That probably was the move there that he wanted. And now leads to 2 of Parker. Contact made there. Parker was looking for a win at the road course, but it was stolen away by the contact by his teammate. Now on to turn out the end to start finish line, and Parker gets stage 2. Incredible race down to the line. And Parker able to secure and avenge the 44 after getting moved away by the 11. And 31 will get his lap back. We're gonna go red down the backstretch there, just so we can have everybody else try to catch up here. We'll make it red right around here as Aiden and Jax will both be catching up. Aiden will still be on the lead lap, but Jax fortunately would be into the lead lap now. He can actually help Benji and Aiden on along the process and try to see if can any one of them can make a win at that Daytona. It's been a clean race so far. been really good. It's been a good process here, especially for this game. And I really enjoyed all of the beat and bang so far. It's been entertaining. Really entertaining there for as its product. 31 gets his lap back. The 16. So he's merged back in. Thank goodness, a little bit of lag there goes to me. As it's a short red flag, I think everybody should be good to go. So we're gonna uplift red, make it yellow.
There is 2 people AFK.
There's 2 people AFK? Okay, thank you. We're gonna keep it red again. So Jax will be AFK alongside like another driver would also be AFK in the process. So Jax, after getting his lap back, will keep himself okay as Aiden will also be AFK as well. So we'll be back until Jax and Aiden will be back onto their seats, and they'll get back to racing soon. Usually for me and Aiden, we kind of just look into schemes and kind of see what would be the best. And so far, I've seen familiar faces right now currently, especially with times like this. So I'll have to pick my own pick, and maybe potentially my own pick to maybe win the Daytona race. Well, I could say here that so far it has basically been Parker, Lego, and potentially Land as well. He's been up there a couple of times. Vegas has also been there a couple of times. Benji's also been there. Laner's just kind of stayed around there a little bit. I think he hasn't led a lap just yet, but so far, I feel like we could see a bit of deja vu back around the last couple of seasons. I would choose my pick to the 44 of Lego. He has his first race win at ROCAR, and after that it took a couple seasons to finally get another win to break the season. So I'd say maybe 44 would be my choice to maybe win the race. Aiden said he's back. Looks like Jack said he's also back. So a long red flag 1. So we'll see. Everybody can type R for the final race. So we'll see if anybody types in general. We'll type in R in the chat.
Lego's
still not here, so we'll have to wait. Oh, Lego is ready. Never mind. So everybody should be ready to go here. Lego, Laner, Parker, Land. You have Jax, Vegas, Parker, Aiden. Here we go. Left and yellow here, and pits will be open this time. And now, 30 laps at Daytona. We could be seeing the potential green flag pit stops. And all it just kind of comes down to is how will they try to use it? What type of manufacturer could be the chance to do so? Unless a caution comes out, there could be no green flag pit stops. They'll just all be a race to the line. So pits will be open. The 2 and the 44 will be up front. 13, 11, and 22. Parker trying to not do it again. Jax almost out of the line there, but keeps himself back okay. So 2 and a 13. Like Parker already learned. Looks like 2 of them were his fault. I'll say that. 2 had a bit of a bump there in the process, but now he's gonna try to at least get his way up front. 2 gets out first. The 16, 44 to 22, but a 13 of Benji. The first stall, the pole sitter gets out first. Oh my goodness. That is impressive there for the 13. As the 2 would get second. As everybody catches up, they'll be choosing this time. 44 is caught up. Looks like some others will try to catch up there. The 13. The big lag there. He's gonna choose the inside. The big wide margin there. The 13's gonna choose the inside. Bit of contact there for some. The 31 and the 16, but they'll be merging back up for a green this time. See Aiden there, he's already taking the outside there. They're coming into the final stage here tonight. We'll see who can win that diamond trophy here for today. Here they go. Final stage underway at green at Daytona. Here we go. And a 13 gets a really good start out here. The inside, that's just been a dominant run for all the drivers. Now everybody's on the lead lap. What would some do, especially Jax, who has got back up to the lead lap, ready with 1 win so far? Could he try to help maybe Aiden or Benji to get themselves to victory lane? It would be a good photo there up on the wall for that team. The 2 making a move there, now up to first. Up in the lead there goes for Parker and the 2, who hasn't won a race yet. The last season, he won with a big upset. Like I said, it was crazy there to see it, especially go on for Parker. (13 and 16) finding another plan there. The 31 trying to merge back in with the 11. It's all Fords out there, the 1, 2, 3, and 4, but looks like they'll make it down to 1, 2, 3, 5. The 11 gets a good shot. Up to 40 goes. Lap 44 in right now. And so far the 2 and the 21 looking each other in. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit like this, just so I can make it automatic. Oh boy. They keep it. Oh, and contact made. Some people were a little bit high up there. Now the 21 gets the lead and everybody else going along with it. 3 wide there in the back. The 44 tries to merge in. Couldn't help it at all. The 13, 31, and 16 now running up front. So Land would be the only Ford rounding up in the top 4. As Benji, Jax, and Aiden. Now Storm not by. Looks like he'll go down below the yellow line. We'll just give the position away to the 13. And Benji and Jax would help each other out at Daytona. Heard CFM really that this is really the kind of almost a dream team really. The 2 and 44 kind of help each other out the outside. Maybe the CFM pack up front might have just been the deal for these 3. I'm very sure Aiden really was happy there for the 13, especially with that race win. Especially the 31 of Jax. The big another good win there for himself, even out of the chase. 16 of Aiden, and especially the owner himself, has been helping these Chevys out a ton. Jax being your new leader there in the 31 in the Wendy sponsorship here. And contact made in the 16, 11, hang on. As there's a big push happened there between the 11 and the 16. The 11 drops back, but the 16 keeps his position. The 2 tries to make a big move out there and the start finish line, but he would not make it. Now 2 lanes it goes. This could be a good photo out here for some. 2 and the 2 get spun around by the 11. Contact made there between the two. Can they hang on? They will. The 22 went a little bit off pace. He just had nothing else to go, but he will still be able to merge it back in. 21 and 16 also evolved a little bit into the wall. Went down from 3 to 2. And now the 11 creeping in by at the third. 44 in the fourth. But Aiden's still not giving up yet in fifth. Round out the top 5. On the outside goes with 31 and 13. They'll try to see if they can duck it back, but it looks as though the 11 interrupts what's happening there. And now Jax is separated between Benji and Aiden, but looks as though Benji looks for some way outside. Goes for the 31, but he tries to block the 13 to block the 11. Leave the 13 to try to mix with Aiden there in the mid pack. Coming into lap 50. Now this is where some races heat up. Until it goes to 10 laps to go, everybody would go chaotic, looking for that start finish line to win the race. 31, the 11, the 44, the 13, the 16, 21, 2, 22, 44 dropping back, 21 helping him out. Back to the bottom lane, leaving the 44, nothing else to do. Jack's getting close with the 11. Could be really good for CFM, especially with a roster like this. Jax already made it into championship before, and Benji with a winless truck season at Geico already won the championship. We're showing a good prospect there for CFM. And Aiden already along the ride, getting help to the others, and oh, the 16 gets involved. Spin it around, there goes, and he'd be the first driver out of pace, but they're keeping it green. That's a 22 and 11 got back up within the field. Aiden would be stuck behind into the domes rooms once again. 21 to 44, already a good shot there. Now overtaking the 31 and 13. Land gets back in the lead. This is a good push in here. This is more like something how 2012 does it, kind of, with some form of tandem drafting. You just help one car out, but you don't want to heat it up too much. I'm only kind of seeing that as some form of type of thing, because it looks as though that's kind of how the move kind of reflected on. Coming into lap 53. Really close out there. And then everybody else will be fighting up for it. Aiden, I'll be serious. Aiden really looks to see if a caution could come out, but so far everything has been clean. 11 got a bit loose, gets himself clear. The 13 on the outside will be himself okay. The 44 there as well, but that breaks the CFM strategy there to link each other up. The 13 rounds on the top 5 there, and leaves it all to the 11 and 2. Will be up in 3rd and 4th. The 44 and the 21 still linking each other up. 11 moves away. Now the 2 gets the big shove to the 44. The 31 helps him out. And a bit of a gap is starting to form, but it looks as though it'll be shortened here pretty quickly when it comes to maybe the backstretch. You see that the gap is closing in, really closing by between the 2 and the 31. The 22 helping out with them. It's already so far that we're just seeing teammates helping each other out, which is a really good thing. But it's all it just comes down to. If my teammate could try to make himself a move. Look at Jax. Big run out here. Did the same run that the two Fords did. And Jax would get back the lead with a big gap. Benji was able to help out the 31. Was able to get himself up front. Looks as though the 21 and the 44 are not giving up yet. And they're using the yellow line. There's a crash. Big crash out there. And the caution has come out. 31 and the 21 get involved. An unfortunate run there. That's the 21 and 44 helping each other out, but that's spun. Spun out there with the 21. The 31 was able to hand off pretty well out there in the race, making that the third or fourth caution here tonight. It's you can see a 31 was able to take care of the ball. It was taking care of trying to play block. But the 44 and the 21 couldn't get much there at all. They just couldn't get much, and then gets in contact there at turn 3, leaving away the 31 and 21 to spin themselves out.
31. This is warning 1 and your only warning. Do not brake to generate runs. If you do that again, you will be forced to go down pit road. That is what the 21 is alleged. I did not see it, but trusting he would not lie. But if you did not do it, I don't know what happened there.
So everybody's caught up. Pits will be open this time for the 44 and the 11. As we have heard from the and Lego with the problems as he's gone back in the himself on the inside wall. Is able to run that race really well. And Craig is speeding. The only driver that stayed out was the 13 of Benji. Parker also showing that he sped on pit road. So that's unfortunate there for the 11 and the 2. Even though 2 will get out there first. He'll just force an 11 to the back. And that would leave, I think, Aiden will be up front there. Looks like a 31. Trying to get up position to the laner as he'll emerge back there. We'll see how Benji is. Benji wasn't in. Began to choose this time, the 13. He's already showing what he's trying to pick. Look at that. He's just already made an easy choice there. It's like, yep, I want to choose the inside. Nobody can have it. Come into the restart zone, though. Gonna be
Reminder, pace is 120, not 130 or whatever the hell y'all are going.
A little bit live for me, but it's all good. Coming to the restart here. 13 and 21 back to green. These two have been locked in during the restarts of row 1. Looks as though the 13 got a good end of it, while the 21 has been forced back. A bit of contact there in the back, but it keeps itself okay. 31 gets a good bump to the 22. The 16 and 13 linked each other up again as Aiden was spun around there in the back during the last green flag run and try to wait for a caution, and he did. 31 helping a 22 out. Laner, the defending series champ, trying to win it to go 3 wins on the board. Everybody's going nuts, especially when it comes to 10 to go. Look at the 3 wide run we're getting so far. Now that, what do you call racing? The 21 to 11 put himself back there. The 3-car tandem, the 31, right? The tail end of it might just give the 2 and the others run there to the inside. Now all it comes down to is, oh, the 16. He's gonna be pitting, or maybe not. He just slowed himself down there. I think that was maybe lag there. I'm not sure. Yeah, he said it was lag on the radio. He is lagging hard, and that cost him a ton of spots. Oh, what a 22 spins around! The only lone car spinning around there. No caution yet. And that hurts. What the plan is within the SSR cars and potentially the 21. And you can see that 31 and 16 are also in there with the 11. Coming into 10 more to go. Now, what do I expect here with 10 to go? Chaos. It's gonna be chaos. Could be carnage. It could be any whatever. It's gonna be all beating and bumping. Who would know? 21 out of it. Looks like he's found a plan on the outside. The 2 is going to try to help him out. And to get Hooray the run to go to pass him. No. He doesn't. We'll try to get it. We'll try to get that run again. Maybe in the lap 62. Oh, the 16 got a bit of a 31, almost spun him out. Was able to keep himself okay. Aiden's not only he's got to fight with he's got to battle the drivers, but also battle with lag. 13-31 into the wall. Can I keep it going? CFM still 1, 2, 3. Look at the run that Aiden's giving in to Jackson. Benji there. 11 touched the wall there. But it's really working well for the top 3 right here. The 21 and 2 would be astonished by that run. Now 21 makes a move on the outside. Could he get the run? Is he gonna try to make it clear? He will! Land gets the lead. And we'll see what happens. See the 31 breaking out of the way. Yeah, Jax, you get a warning. It doesn't affect it at all. You can still race. 13 and 16 work each other out. The 11 as well. 13 tries to make the move on the outside, but the 16 couldn't help it at all. But moves out the 13. Now Aiden's got to fend for himself. 16, big lag. Moving down the 11. Good thing for the 16. He loses a couple spots there. Got to force him below the yellow line. 3 wide. Almost between the 31 and Parker alongside Kragus. And look at this. Once again, 24 and 44 linking each other up. Land trying to go for the regular season champ. But could he also try to win the Great American Race here? Benji making the run. The youngin in the 13. Back up front with 6 to go. Look at a double wide racing here between all manufacturers here tonight. Now Benji is going to be into some trouble here. It's 3 Fords pushing him out. Could be any sort of type of way. Look at that. Might not work at all. 21 wants to get back the lead. He wouldn't clear him. Gets a good shot for the 31 and the 16 to help out. Oh, and look at this. Benji and Parker both racing for the Daytona race. Oh, and bit loose the 13. Parker making the run. Now everybody stacks up while the 2 gets up front. Jackson second, Landon third. It's double wide from row 2, 3, and 4. 31, 44, and the 11 on the inside. Not getting any help between the 13, 16 or Land. 2 gets the good bump out here. And we're under 5 laps in, now 4 more to go. And also known as the number we do not want to worry about. For the time being. Oh, and a 44 hard hit in the wall, but he keeps himself okay. Got the bump by the 16, but it was a little bit too much. Craig is now into second, as Jax and Benji have worked back up to third and fourth. Parker and Craig is Parker looking for his first win of the season, while Craig is looking for a 4th win. Actually, it looks like, no, he's looking for his 3rd win. As I'm saying, he's going to tie up with the wins that Land and Lego have. If he wins the race. With 3 to go on the line, spins the leader. And a big wreck there in the back. A flip goes to Parker, and they're going overtime. The 2 just flipped over. He went back on his wheels. And how a sight to see the 2 being airborne. Kind of like how Michael McDowell did in 2024. Their pits will be closed at this time. I gotta set it up real quick. Yeah, hold on. Let me go red. I'm gonna go red over here in the front stretch, and we're gonna look at what's going on there. So I gotta set up the laps here to overtime. So I gotta set up around so like I'd say that much currently. Oh my god. Laner will get his lap back. What a sight to see when it comes to almost 2 to go, and the leader gets spun out by the 11, which collected almost the field there. But left 21:44 on hand. Let's see. So the 22 is back up there. So it'd be a short red flag. I'm trying to see if anybody is good to go, because this is overtime. I want to see if the drivers can type in R for the overtime run. This is going to be the run. Looks like Aiden's not ready yet. So he's gonna try to take a minute. Maybe a minute or 2, should be all good. So we're gonna wait. So we're gonna wait until Aiden gets back this time. And we'd be going in to overtime. So for the overtime rules, or at least a green with 2 to go on the line. I need to take a look at what's going on. And oh my goodness. The 2 went airborne as the 11 had nothing else to do. He was helping. It was looking like he was helping the two there, but it got to the quarter panel of his left rear, and then just flipped himself over. All right, so I'm gonna be right back here. It looks like Aiden's also gonna come back soon. So right now, we're gonna be in an intermission right now before we'll come back. All right, I'm back. We're back here at Daytona after a flip happened there during the laps of lap 68. That's the two flipped over. 11 and it looks like 11 to 31 was also collected there as well in the process. So far, at least the two is okay. He might be going into the care center pretty soon, so it'll get checked up. Anywho, we'll see if everybody's ready there for overtime at Daytona. So we're gonna see on ours in for the driver's chat there. Let's look at here. Craigus, Lego,
I
Land,
found substantial
Parker.
evidence that the 31 did not brake check, and his warning will be removed.
So I've heard from, looks like Aiden there. The 31's warning will be removed. So he'll be all.
I apologize
dead.
for the wrong call, but if anyone would like to see the evidence, DM me and I will show you after the race. But I apologize for being wrong.
So Craigus, Lego, Land, Parker, Jax, Benji, Aiden. We'll see if Laner is all set. This would be it'll be the final car to be ready. And looks like Laner is ready. So we are going to overtime as the yellow flag is waving and pits will be open this time. So far, oh, the 21 stopped.
Yeah, he's not here.
Oh, he's not here. Oh goodness, that is unfortunate.
He's here.
Okay, we're gonna make itself back up to yellow. The 21 looked like it was getting pushed by the 44 there, but he's gonna be back in. So pits would be open this time. That's will let everybody else do their thing. I should lower down the laps then. We'll make it down to 72. So overtime rules are really a pain in the butt. because I'm pretty sure it's going to be I think 2 or 3 overtimes in total. It all consists of 2 laps. And it's going to be something. Lance going on in pits here, but looks like Lego's taking another strategy. Parker as well, staying out from everybody else. Everybody else gets in alongside the CFM drivers there. And it seems the 44 and 2 could be having enough to pull it on. But it all comes down to is how the race might end. Jax speeding on pit road. So if he gets a good position there, that is unfortunate. As 21-13 was able to keep us okay. And Aiden speeding on pit road. CFM drivers not hanging well. 13 leads it up front. As the 21 and the 11 get it as well. 22 will be up front of the 2 CFM drivers. And the 2 of the 44 already passed the choose cone. So we'll see the 44 and 2 could slow down a little bit. So we'll have to choose next time. So we're gonna open that up real quick. We're gonna make it back up to 73. As my pick there, the 44, it could be a chance. Not quite sure yet. So we gain a lap. Now it's gonna be we're gonna go green at lap 72. There it goes. Usually for overtimes, it gives a lot of pressure for most drivers, especially you're up front. The front is the scariest, especially you're just kind of hanging on to try to play blocker, playing defense to mostly everybody else who would be catching for this win. Now the choose cones over there. They're choosing this time for the first overtime on the board. And Land and Craig's hang up each other, but Benji goes back. Outside is the lone 13. Everybody else goes on the outside. On the inside, I mean. Let's see how this 13 goes. We have 13 and the 44. It's different now than you usually see the 21 on the side. Coming into the first overtime, and we're going green at Daytona. Can we finish it off? The 2 moved out of the way. 21-11 is there as well. The 44. Alright, with a great day. Getting helped by the 21. The 11 is there as well. Contact made there from by a few others. They've passed the backstretch. They're on the turn 3. The 2 more cars more wrecked. Here comes Craigus and Jax. Craig is making the run, trying to tie up the wins. Craigus going to the white flag. We have one more time around. Contact made. 21 spinning there, but to keep it green. No caution yet. It's all down to the line. The 31 looking for his second win in the series. The 11 looking to tie it up. But what do we try to do? 31 on the outside. 44 maybe made a bad spot there. And Lego trying to push his way up. But out of turn 4. And Craigus gets spun around. And it's gonna be Benji across the line! Can you believe that? Back-to-back wins! And a side-by-side finish! We have to see what happened there. He was below the grass. And he
The
almost spun
finish will be
out.
reviewed. The finish will be reviewed. Finish is going to be reviewed.
He was spun around in the bottom, and it looked as though he looked like he was spun around and had the chance to make us all the run, but the 44 looked like he hooked them a little bit. He was off the track. He was in the grass, but wasn't on the track. We might see a bit of opinions there from some others. You could see 11 might be forcing down a little bit. We might see they looked like it was maybe an accident there. Because he looked like he went a bit low there. It looked like he was trying to block the 44, but then just spun himself out. It's between this, really. Was maybe an accident there. Because he looked like he went a bit. So it looks as though we got some officials there of what's kind of happened within that race. So
The finish has been reviewed. Craigus, the driver of the number 11 car, has won the race.
Oh, and that's the thing. The 11 in the grass to win it at the race after a side-by-side finish between the 13 and the 44. That's gonna be an interesting call. I think the 11 might have had that shot. It looked like he just got it on accident, honestly. Looked like he forced below. It looked like he just did it on accident. He just didn't mean to get it on the 44, and now he rounded the grass. He was able to keep himself clear to win the race. That is gonna be a conflicting call, but I'm glad for the 11 to tie it up to win the race. One of the biggest races of all time with that 11 car. And there it is. We're gonna try to see to meet the 11 now. Actually, he would be right up front there. I'm gonna take an interview there when he comes to victory lane. But look at this. The 11 stops by the start finish line. And Aiden could be good to... Ah, god damn it. One of my friends joined in. Well, that's great. Anyway, Anywho, Craigus has won the race there. I'm not sure where Aiden is. Is Aiden around the side there? Well, I'll just try to take a picture of his. Let's have a look right there. There it is. Craig is on to the start finish line. Marked with the 11 to get his third win of the season. This is going to be a call that could be changed soon, but if the review has said it, the board has said it, and Craigus, will take it up front. Looks as though we'll give him an interview now for a time being. And the number 11 King Hawaiian Spread, Craigus, you were able to make it across the line. You were almost spun out. You were spun around a little bit, but you're able to keep yourself on hold to win the race. And how about that? You just won your bread.
Yeah, I don't know how we won, but we were running pretty good all day. We move up the field and then get back in the top 3, and somehow got in the position we wanted on the final lap. Somehow came home with a victory.
So what do you have thoughts during that last lap? Was it what kind of happened there in your perspective?
Yeah, going through the first half of the track, I was just defending, which like it was giving me a very clean pushes, and then coming out of 3 and 4, kind of just got bumper locked because of the huge push coming from behind Lego and got sent into the infield. And there's absolutely no grip in the infield, so I mean I couldn't merge or anything, so I just tried to turn like I was going towards pit road to at least get it some grip, and look to the side and somehow I was ahead. So I mean, I know CFM's gonna complain, they're already complaining in chat, but I mean, if you can't steer the car, you can't steer the car.
Well, Craigus, you got tied up with Land and Lego there for the regular season. 3 wins in the house. Now moving into the playoffs, it is going to be an interesting ride here. Craigus, do you think you could probably make it up to the very first round there, maybe next week?
Yeah, we're locked into the chase, so I mean, this is gonna boost our playoff points. Hopefully, we started the playoffs after the regular season championship Lamb won, and kind of be close. Since I think I had a little bit of a gap going in, and I'll get some points here at the end of the season. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we can keep it close, and just the next 2 tracks suit my style of racing, and maybe I can win those 2 or one of them and build a lead.
I see. Well, Crazy, nothing much else to say. You got anything else before we move on to the next guy?
Yeah, thanks for the SSR team and Land helping me out with pushes today. They did a great job, and yeah, congrats to them as well.
Well, there it is. Well, thank you, Mr. Craigus. Where we move on to the next driver here. And there it is, Craigus, the number 11, winning it here at Daytona, and possibly the most conflicting finishes we'd seen. Now, I'll be teleporting myself my way to the Parker right here in number 2, who looked as though he was trying to get himself that win. Parker, you're running up front quite a little bit. You kind of got a little bit of the problems going on there. What happened?
I don't know. I guess on that last yellow, I just tried to stay out. I don't know. It's what won me the race last year, so I thought I'd try it again. And yeah, I didn't realize how bad the old tires were gonna be. And I don't know, we kind of just screwed ourselves from there. But I mean, it was overall a really good day. I think we had arguably the best car today. I mean, oh my God, we led.
Don't worry.
We led a lot of laps. We won I think stage 2. So good day and good momentum heading into the chase.
Would you do you have like what your if you didn't stay out during that last caution, do you think it would have changed the perspective view of that race?
I mean, I don't know, cause like we would have been back there anyway, so it kind of just would have depended on if we would have gotten a good push or who jumped out of line, and so I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll never know.
I see. Well, the good thing is, Parker, you are locked into the chase, and now the round 1 race will be going on, and one of the races that would be posted on for next week. What do you have to say to potentially yourself and maybe who you're maybe up against for that championship?
I don't know. I hope to do good. I've never really been in this position before, so I don't know. Maybe this season I'll just try to learn and maybe see what I can do for future years. But we're here to compete.
That sounds good. You got anything else to say, Park? Before we move on to Aiden?
Shout out to all the Fords. They did a great job pushing tonight.
That sounds good. Well, thank you for your time, Parker, and I'll move on to Aiden S. Thank you. All right, so moving on next here is the 16 of Aiden, and we're gonna see a little bit of some opinion talk here. But Aiden, what happened?
I have no idea. I sped on pit road because I'm an idiot. That's for starters. And then I didn't really get to see much of a clear view. People got wrecked. I ended up right behind Benji. I don't know where Jax ended up, but and then whatever that was happened, and Forts, IDF Forts, I guess. I don't know what their game plan was, but almost worked out.
Do you what do you have as your like did you really think that like the 13 could have won that race, or do you think of what do you think was your kind of opinion there? Because it was quite a little bit heated there.
In my professional opinion, I think Benji should have won. Mainly because cutting the grass, one, gives you so much of an advantage, and two, it really did look like the 11 came down on the 44 and self-cleared, and that's how it ended up spinning. But the board isn't going to review the appeal, so me talking does absolutely nothing.
Well, Aiden, for your CFM team, your driver Benji is gonna be moving on to the chase. He's gonna deal with a couple tracks there that would try to get points. Do you think he'll probably get far?
I believe so. He seems to be really high-spirited, and got a P2 today, so you know, I think he's gonna be a threat for this championship. Of course, he's gonna have a deficit of points, but you know, time shall tell for, I guess, what will happen.
I see. You got anything else to say, Aiden, before we move on to Lego?
I don't really like this package. It's just so chaotic, and it's incredibly hard to, you know, control where you're going, because I literally was wrecking loose or wrecking tight all day, and there was no in between. If there's a car pushing you, your car will tail wag, or I think it's fishtail. Yeah, it's fishtail, and it's just wasn't that fun. It was more like, oh crap, I'm gonna wreck. Oh crap, I'm gonna wreck. And there's way too big of runs generated, so it wasn't awful, but I don't think it was a very good race by standards of, you know, actual competition. It felt more just like an exhibition race.
Sounds good, Aiden. Thank you for your talk. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna move on to Lego this time. So thank you for your talk, man.
All right, thank you.
All right. So next driver here, as we're going down the list here, the 44 of Lego. So, so the 44, your 44s ran out there pretty well. We were able to secure Alonso, I think, around third. But what do you have your perspective on that last lap?
Well, it just didn't really go our way there at the end. We had a chance at the 11, but we were just too close to his bumper to really do anything. And when I tried to make a move, I ended up hooking him. He ended up through the grass. Didn't mean to do it. It just sort of happened. It's been the case always. You try to make a run happen, and it just turns into a wreck. That was all day, and we couldn't really control that. But not a bad day by any means. We stayed out front a lot. We led a lot of laps. We got some good stage points. I think that's a good setup before we go into the playoffs, and everything really turns on from there. So, not a bad day.
So I'm gonna go a bit quick here. Especially you've got yourself. This is probably like a breakout year of yours. During the chase playoffs, whatever's going on there, do you think you would get pretty far to make it to the championship floor at any cost?
Well, that's the goal, obviously, to go for everybody in the chase. I think we have a good chance to compete for the title, but only time will tell to see if we're still in it by the end. It's a tough challenge in the chase. Everyone turns up their game. We're going to have to do the same to be able to compete for it, and we plan to do just that. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough task, but we're ready for it.
All right, sounds good. You got anything else to say before we move on to Laner?
I hope Parker's okay. That was a pretty big crash.
All right, that sounds good. Well, thank you for your time, Lego. I'm gonna move on to later. Next would be the final interview. So thank you very much for your time. All right. So the final interview for today, I'm just kind of looking through the board here, is Laner himself. Kind of talking about it, but Laner, as a defending series champ, yeah, how was that race? How was that race for you in Daytona?
Not fun, honestly. I don't know. I kind of share the same thoughts as Aiden. I didn't really like the way the cars pushed, and if you got too many cars together and started pushing, it just kind of had like an accordion type effect. It was kind of difficult, but I thought it was okay, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, I think the old game kind of put on better races at these types of tracks, so it kind of was just whatever. We just didn't really have a shot there at the end because we got in that wreck before, and then we took the free pass, and we were all the way at the back, so things just didn't go our way, I guess, but it is what it is.
Well, Laner, I mean, especially as like a developer sub alongside IC, do you think that sort of a package would be probably changed around so like next season?
Yeah, it's definitely something that we'll want to look into. I mean, now that we have a race to look at with 8 cars, we can kind of look at things a little bit better. So hopefully we can get some changes in before Talladega next season.
All right, sounds good. For your race wise, you are placed around, so I think fourth in the standings, and especially as the chase is starting to build up here and points matter. Do you think you'd be able to try to see if you can still defend your championship from last season?
I mean, there's a lot of good competition this season in the chase, but I feel like we've had pretty good speed at the short tracks and intermediates here recently, so I'm not really too worried about it. I don't really think we've finished where we're supposed to a lot of these races, so I don't know. It'll just kind of depend, but we got a lot of shorter ovals coming up in the chase, so um, I think I'll have as good of a shot as anybody, but we definitely will be in a points deficit.
Sounds good. You got anything else to say, Laner, before we end it up?
No, just congratulations to Craigus and just the whole Ford team. I feel like we did a really good job working tonight. Unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be, but we had a lot of good teamwork tonight, so it was good to see.
Thank you. Well, thank you for your time there, Laner, and we're gonna end it off there. So thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
All right. So after all that here on tonight, we have seen a lot of chaos there, a lot of conflicting sort of opinions there, especially for Daytona. Especially in the very first game like this. I mean, it was good in my stand. A lot of bumping and pushing there. I hope to see more of that sometime soon, but it could get changed over time, especially of you know, when it comes to Talladega for next season. But overall, it was a lot of fun. Congrats on Craigus on especially winning. I'll just end it off like that. Next week, I'll hand the microphone back up to Aiden as he'll be trying to officiate and commentate some of the company auto races there. I'll be joining in there in a few. And sometime I'll be trying to coming into the Geico races soon, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But I'm time modified, and I'll see you all next time or sometime.